is how I play the game. Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, Jax Raxer just did a $100 tip before we even started. I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature? Yeah, look, it's a money creature. It just throws money around. What the hell was that? And we start tonight with the hat. Now I'm being called Hitler. There you go. I'm terrible. I'm Hitler. I'm a terrible person. Wow, we're wearing this all night. Now I have to start playing with Bison tonight, right?
And now I have to quit this match because Jose is here. So much for that room. For newcomers to the stream who don't know what that means, Jose found a way to break this game. What he does is he follows me around every week when I play. He joins the lobby, and when it's time to play me, he glitches the game so that the game will not work. See what just happened? He glitches the game so the game doesn't work. No one can play in the lobby, and everyone has to leave the lobby. He does this every fucking week because he's a complete and utter fucking loser, and he tries to ruin the game for everyone. So every time you see him in a lobby, once it's time to fight him, everyone has to leave the lobby. It fucking sucks.
Ah, the salty tears.
Why not play with viewers? Because you can't. It's impossible. You can't set up... You cannot set up lobbies and do stuff like that in this game. They never completed it. They never finished coding it properly, so you actually can't do that. I'm serious. All you can do is an open lobby system like this, or ranked matches, or player matches. That's it. So I got two super chats. Another was Sakura saying, how much did I used to play in WWE Supercard? I mean, spend on WWE Supercard. I don't remember. I can tell you this. I remember this one time I scored really highly in an event, and I remember I spent probably hundreds of dollars, no exaggeration. But of course, that was before all my big financial troubles with everything falling apart on YouTube and everything. So I had money to blow, and then after that was basically... That was it, the end of that shit. Especially when I saw, oh, I'm gonna win an event. Oh, look how much you have to spend. Well, I guess, that's done.
And I play a game called WWE Champions, which of all things, you can believe it, is a WWE game that plays like Candy Crush.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to the few people who've super chatted, and thank you, obviously, to Jax Raxer for the ginormous tip. Also, thank you to Chocoboko for the tip. But contributions pretty much dried up. We haven't had a tip now in 30 minutes. We haven't had a major contribution in 50. We would appreciate it if you guys like the content, if you would support it, please. Again, it's not just about one person in Jax Raxer supporting this every week. So please, if you can, please contribute and thank you. Thank you to the top contributor, Jax Raxer. Outside of Jax Raxer, we haven't had many contributors. We did have a few super chats, but pretty much we got Puffy Nipples and Chocoboko, and that's it. It's been pretty much an hour since we had any major contributions, so I would definitely appreciate if you guys like the content, if you would contribute via tipping. It would be great. I mean, we start off with $100. It would be pretty easy to hit the tip skull for tonight of 150. You guys have to pick a vest for me to wear for the next hour. And all your favorites are there, including the platinum, the red, the denim, and the military. So please consider contributing if you have not, okay?
Now, let's get some contributions to make up for it. Let's do it, guys. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. He knew that about the game. I didn't. So he hit me with the flying headbutt. I recovered, and the game says, oh, you can still get juggled after the flying headbutt anyway. And he hits me with the fucking super.
So, people are like, why isn't Phil talking? I'm literally going to read you what it says in the stream chat. Trolls are mad we almost hit the tip skull. That's why they're showing up and trolling stream chat. Phil doesn't have money to hire moderators, even though no one hires moderators. Only 200 views. Well, we do have more than 200 viewers, but it's been, you know, up and down, up and down. That's fine. It's just a weekly Street Fighter stream. It's not a big deal. Not bad for a Friday night, says Michael Kane. Tiger wants to got for Super Turbo. Do you see? Like, what is there to address here? Like, there's really nothing to talk about or address. It's just...
I know that YouTube is a sinking ship. There's no way I could get DSP Gaming to grow. It's done. Even if I were to change the formula of what I do on DSP Gaming to be longer videos, edited videos, nothing's going to work.
You want any updates in regards to the BK sandwich monstrosity? Well, first of all, if you're not aware what he's speaking about, he's actually speaking about this right here. Okay? This is a sandwich that Burger King actually gave me on Sunday of last week.
That was delicious.
I filed a complaint Sunday night. They emailed me back a bunch, and during about midday Monday, they said that the franchise would contact me back to talk to me about the issue and have a resolution. As of today, that didn't happen, so I emailed them back again, the support email, and I said, just so you know, the franchise didn't respond. I get the feeling that they're ignoring your request. So they said, okay, we're sorry about that. We're going to try again. Let us know if you hear from them. So if I don't hear from them by this time, I'm just going to tell them, it's obvious that franchise doesn't give a fuck about the quality, and you should basically punish that franchisee for being a scumbag. And I want something in a way to say, you're sorry that this happened. I don't know what it's going to be, but yeah, it's pretty fucked up that not only did they hand me that piece of garbage as a piece of food, their doors were locked so you couldn't go in to get a refund, and now for a week they're ignoring the complaint from the customer, even though corporate contacted them and told them to remedy it. They're not doing it. They're ignoring it. So I guess we're going to see what happens. I wonder how they would react if I told them I've been showing them the sandwich to my audience for all week on stream, and hundreds of people have been seeing it. I wonder how they would react.
Oh my god, he's drinking gin. Yes.
Guys, we got about roughly 20 minutes left on tonight's stream. Thank you to those who did contribute tonight. I do appreciate those who did. It would be great if we could hit the tips goal. I mean, we were so close and we completely stalled. It would be great if we had a few more tips to make that happen, a vest of your choice, but at this point, we are reaching the end of the stream, so.
You didn't think about that. Didn't do that. Okay, the game changed the hitbox for no fucking reason. Okay, in the middle of my combo, he gets a throw for no reason. Can't block. Block. What the? Wow! Did you see that shit? He did super, I was waiting. He held the button on purpose to delay it. As soon as the super ended, it was completely safe to punish it. I pressed the button, the game didn't do it. It dropped the fucking input. And as it dropped the input, he just mashed his 360 and gets a 360.
Give me some of the salt. Give me that salt.
What the fuck? Look how bad it is! Dude, I can't do anything. I seriously can't. It's so bad. I can't do anything to this guy right now. The lag is insane. I can't even block. What? Yeah, I'm done. Oh, I almost had him, but that was insane lag and insane scrub gameplay with Honda.
Phil's Buttered Biscuits tipped $1.50, so you told a story, you're in an arcade, you were young, you said your cousin was big and picked you up and started messing with you. That's not what happened at all, it's not what I said. I said, there was a guy his name was Joe, and he was a large guy, like a big burly guy who basically, like, he did heavy lifting and stuff at his job and everything. You could tell the guy probably lifted weights and shit. And he used to play Street Fighter as Zengi. And if you beat him, and he got upset, he actually lift you up, because I was a kid, I was a scrawny, teenager, and he's a big guy in his 20s. He'd pick you up, turn you upside down like he was going to do a spinning pile driver on you, and say, alright, now it's time to pay! He never did, he was just messing around. But yeah, people used to do shit like that in arcades, seriously. People used to do shit like that in arcades. You beat him, he's like, alright, that's it, I'm pissed. He'd grab you, pick your ass up, act like he's going to toss you with a suplex or something. Thank you guys, again, I gotta say, Jax Raxer, dude, thank you so much for the insanely generous tip. If it weren't for you, it would have been a pretty low support night, and I appreciate everyone coming out and chilling with me. Hopefully, next week it'll be a better connection. Alright, let's get back to shoutouts. Mango Chutney tipped me $2, said you may want to reconsider what perks people get in regards to memberships. As compared to other channel memberships, what you're offering is nothing. No Discord access, no private streams or gameplay sessions, nothing. Alright, and I've already told you why. Because I have a group of trolls who ruin everything. If I didn't have stalker trolls who literally go out of their way to ruin everything I do, then I wouldn't have to worry about that. But the moment I open a Discord, you'll have trolls going in there and fucking with it. The moment that I tried to do a private stream or a private video, they would share that link with the internet, and therefore there's no point to being a member at all. I've already explained this, so Mango Chutney, you're completely off base. You cannot compare me to other content creators in this capacity, because they don't put up with what I have to put up with. Alright? If they did, they likely would have quit a long time ago. Alright? So I think it's time to take a step back and stop being unfair and being so judgmental to what it is that I do versus other content creators. How about this? How about we make this comparison? How often do those other content creators stream compared to how much I stream? Huh? Do they stream 6 days a week full time and only have 1 day to spend with their families? What kind of content do they put out? Are they constantly having to chill and advertise and do paid content streams to make ends meet, and I don't? Right? I think I'm a little different than them. So I think it's time for you to shut up about this shit. And I mean it. Like, I'm tired of the unfair comparisons. I'm tired of people who want to say that, oh, Phil just doesn't try, and Phil just doesn't do this or that. You're full of shit. I try as hard as I can with what's available to me when I am stalked by a group of hundreds to thousands of losers on the internet who go out of their way to ruin everything that I try to do. I have to have limitations, you understand? I would absolutely love to do charity stuff. I can't. It would be ruined immediately. I'm not stupid. I know that these people will go out of their way to ruin shit. You know? I'm not dumb. So it's time to stop with the shit. It is. It's time. If you want to compare apples to apples, compare apples to apples. Oops, you can't because there's no one out there like me. I'm in a unique situation.
And Phil's the lolcow of the gaming community.
Lolcow.
And it's time for you to start understanding that instead of making these really unfair demands and comparisons. It screams ignorance. It does. But then again, I'm absolutely sure that you're not one of my regular supporters. You're probably someone here just to come and try to stick it to me. You know? Or else you'd give an obvious suggestion that's possible. You know it's not possible for me to have a Discord. I've already explained why I can't do private streams or gameplay sessions. So you're out of luck. You don't know what you're talking about. Looks like right as I was leaving for my break there, Viper Higgins sent me $4.18 and said, honest question, are you afraid when you play the Wolverine game, you'll get bombarded with slander and made fun of during the playthrough constantly because you and Wolverine don't have the best history? Yes, I believe that every waking moment of the Wolverine playthrough, people will be talking about the Wolverine action figure because they're stupid. And I don't care.
I went to a comic book store one day with my parents, and the Wolverine figure was there. And I turned to my mother and father, and I said, guys, listen, I want that action figure for my birthday. So, please, what I would ask you, I've never asked you to do this before. We know how rare that figure is. We know we've been to stores endlessly and we've never seen it in the flesh. It's finally here in front of our faces. Please buy the figure now. Hide it from me for for months until my birthday and give it to me on my birthday. And so like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in a row, they still didn't buy it, right? Week 4, we go back. It's gone. So my birthday came and passed, and guess what? My parents go, we're very sorry, Philip, but we couldn't find the action figure. I said, I told you to buy the figure. Why don't you listen to me? Like, it was such a no-brainer. All they had to do was buy it then. They could have fit it forever. I would have never bugged them for it till my birthday. I knew I was going to get it on my birthday. Because they didn't buy it, I didn't get it. I did eventually get it, but it was the second run. And of course, now it's a year later. Do you really think that something I wanted a year ago is as valuable as, you know, but then I was already starting to move into other stuff. And yes, I see someone asking in the chat, yes, my parents did have the money to buy it. They were just fucking stupid.
That story was a story that I told nonchalantly, answering a question many years ago on an Ask the King episode. I told it to try to help potential parents understand a situation where maybe a child of yours may be upset over something because you didn't listen to them, and it's a very simple solution. I was actually trying to help people out with the story. Instead, my, you know, haters, trolls, whatever you want to call them, decided to spin the story as, oh, Phil was an entitled, whiny brat of a child. Despite the fact that if you actually listen to the stories that I've told over the years, as I've explained many times, I didn't get stuff as a kid just nonchalantly. I wouldn't just go to a store with my parents and get a toy or something like that. In fact, what would happen is I would go to a store with my mom, and we would go to the toy section. She would give me a toy, or she would say, pick a toy. I would pick one, she would give it to me. And she would do all the shopping in the store, like an hour. Shopping throughout the whole store, you know, there used to be these one-stop shop stores where you could do all kinds of shopping. And then at the end of the trip, when we were about to check out, she would say, okay, time to go back. And we would go back to the toy section, and we would put the toy back. And that was it. I didn't get the toy. I just basically got to look at the toy for about an hour and kind of, you know, imagine in my head playing with it with my other toys at home and stuff. The only time I got something as a kid was if it was my birthday, if it was Christmas, or if I did something like I had a good report card back or something. Sometimes I would get rewarded, stuff like that. I wouldn't just get toys willy-nilly or anything like that.
Nope, that's my lie. Got him. Ha ha ha, got him.
Lie there, you liar, you.
I'm good at lying. My parents were being overprotective. I'll tell you why. Because they were having problems with their marriage.
I was raised to have self-restraint, and I was raised, basically, to know that you can't just get stuff on the fly for no reason. That you had to wait in life. Anticipation, right? You had to earn what you get, and anticipation can lead to, you know, enjoyment when you finally get that thing you're looking forward to or working hard to get. You see? That's how I grew up, always knowing that. So the story about the Wolverine figure saying, oh, I'd seen this action figure, you know, months ahead of Christmas or whatever it was. I think it was Christmas. And I told my parents I specifically wanted this figure really badly. And they told me at the time, no, you can't have it. You know, wait till the holiday. And I said, okay, but please, you know, I really, really want it. And then they didn't buy it ahead of time. And then the figure sold out everywhere. No one could get it for Christmas. And I didn't get it for Christmas. You know, and I was sad because of it. Now, I got other stuff for Christmas that I really, really liked. But yeah, it was sad that I didn't get the figure I wanted for Christmas. And the moral of the story that I told was, if you see something you know your kid wants ahead of time, get it early and save it for a reason to give it to them. Whether they do something really good and you want to reward them, or it's Christmas or their birthday, get it ahead of time so you have it. I mean, this is essentially the Jingle All the Way story before the Jingle All the Way movie was ever made, because these figures were like early 90s. So this was actually that story before it actually happened in a movie. And it actually happened to me. You know? I was trying to help out. I was like, listen, as a parent, this is something that you should do to help yourself and do something nice for your kids or whatever, right? And people take it, oh, Phil's entitled. Phil was such a spoiled brat. Okay, whatever you say. Yeah, I know my upbringing was very different than what a bunch of fucking dumb fuck shitheads on the internet must think. I mean, they're so out of realm with anything of reality. Seriously, you're so off base. I was the kid who didn't get a lot of stuff all the time, but I was grateful when I got stuff. I was so happy, like I said, because I didn't just constantly get handed shit. When a Christmas happened where I got the Super NES, I had so much enjoyment. I told you, my best Christmas memory of all time was me sitting there playing Super Mario World on Christmas Day, because I wanted that Super NES so badly. My parents got it for me because they said, you've been good, you deserve it, and I was able to play it, and I was so grateful and happy, because that Super NES is probably the best gift I was ever given as a kid. I used that thing for years. I played so many amazing games that were formative to me growing up as a gamer, you know? Yeah, I'm a gamer! But that's the thing. You tell a heartfelt story, right? You tell something meaningful, and these people want to turn it into something negative, because they're toxic shitheads, so. No, I'm not worried about playing a Wolverine video game and having people bring up the Wolverine action figure. If they do, they're morons. I don't care about morons. An anonymous $50 tipper says, thank you for being you, Phil. Well, thank you. Anonymous $50 tipper for the very generous support. I have no idea who this is, but thank you so much. Because obviously that's a huge amount of support, and that rockets us up to $60 in tips, which means we'll start off today's stream with the gun of glasses, and I appreciate that.
There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. By eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.